Hello, my name is Chou. Currently, I'm working as a family nurse practitioner in an internal medicine clinic. This is my innovation project video for my innovation in technology and information access class. The problem that innovation project solves, backgrounds of the problem, collaborator of the proposal, technology mobile apps, innovation solution, conclusion. From 1997 to 2005, there was a 933 increase in methadone prescriptions, a 588% increase in oxycodone prescriptions, and a 198% increase in hydrocodone prescriptions. Every day, many Americans have died due to overdosing and opioids. According to one study, around 115 Americans die each day due to overdosing and opioids. The Center for Disease Control and Opioid Prevention Misuse alone in the United States is $78.5 billion a year, including the cost of health care, lost productivity, addiction treatment, and criminal justice involvement. Due to number of elderly taking opioid regularly are rising every day, the misuse and abuse of opioids are also increasing dramatically. Rate of opioid prescribing and opioid-related overdosing death has quadrupled in the United States over the past 3 decades. In 2008, 74% of prescription drug overdose deaths were related to use of opioid analgesics. The elderly are a common population who take opioid for their chronic pain. However, some of the accident, misuse, and abuse can be life-threatening, such due to elderly pre-existing conditions and past medical history. Elderly usually have memory and psychomotor abnormality due to opioid abuse. Therefore, the risk of fall and hip fracture are risk factors due to prolonged use of opioids. Additional, opioid dosing can affected by hepatic metabolism and changing proportions of body fat and water. Since elderly have a slow metabolism, that will put them at high risk for addiction and overdosing. The first challenge is the psychological changes in elderly, therefore dizziness and constipation are common. There is cognitive functioning, hepatic and renal function decline. They are at high risk for toxicity. The second challenge is elderly has multiple comorbidities such as heart disease, asthma, diabetes, hypertension, dementia, stroke, hypothyroidism, prostatic hypertrophy, and arthritis. The medication interaction will be the comorbidities among elderly. The third challenge is polypharmacy as defined by the use of 4 or more medications because they are visiting multiple prescribing physicians and fill their prescription at multiple pharmacies. To improve patient understanding of the range of factors that medicate drug use behavior and risk for addiction and overdosing. To evaluate patient knowledge regarding opioid use due to some of the accidental misuse and abuse can be life-threatening because of elderly pre-existing condition and past medical history. Patients and their family are understandably anxious about the risk of memory and psychomotor abnormality due to opioid use. Therefore, the risk of fall and hip fracture and risk factor due to prolonged use of opioids. It is imperative for the healthcare provider to educate the patient on all possible adverse reaction, and contraindication regarding opioid use before they taking this kind of medication. This action may help the elderly to avoid misuse and abuse of opioids, which will improve quality of life for elderly. The selecting application for this project is QuickTap Survey. QuickTap Survey app is available in both Apple App Store and Google Android platform. The app is free to download for all clients. The basic survey function is also free to use. By paying a little bit of fee, the researcher may develop more complex and intuitive survey. QuickTap Survey also allows the researcher to expose the data onto Microsoft Excel and SPSS software. The company also offers different tools to help the researcher to analyze and share the result. 24/7 support is available by email and telephone. Real-time result and report available to view on the research mobile device. All three of the collaborators believe that the information technology will be the future of everything. Mobile information technology will undoubtedly changing current practice and will be an inevitable part of the future. All three of them currently is using Apple iPhone and have no problem using iOS supported app. The interview with the MD was useful. He likes this innovation because the QuickTap Survey app can improve patient satisfaction rate due to pain management. The interview with the PA was excited. She has many good ideas about my survey. Her patient will participate with this survey. She suggests that it is necessary to print some of the survey in paper forms. She has a lot of patients that are very old. They live by themselves and they don't know how to use smartphone. Also, she mentioned the importance of have an assessment tool and use this tool to assess patient pain level. She will assess the patient knowledge regarding how to take opioid before she prescribes those medications. The interview with the office manager was not very helpful. She didn't know much about patient care. She could not help me with my patient data, but she will help me with put all data together. The MD believes that the project is a good idea. He thinks that the clinic needs to have some pain management teaching proposal to ease the process and increase patient satisfaction rate. All three of the collaborators did give much possible feedback toward the students' project proposal. They also think innovation is needed and necessary for the advancement of the clinic. Other interviewers were able to provide some information and share their knowledge with me. They also think innovation is needed and necessary for the advancement of the clinic. The MD is showing support toward the project. I learned many new thoughts and input from the interviewer regarding the project and their understanding of the innovation. Mobile information technology is the future of healthcare. Its application should not only stop at patient education. The MD thinks if the patient education project is successful, he is willing to have another innovation project to improve patient satisfaction. Therefore, continued education and pain management is required to increase the healthcare provider knowledge and enhance their practice regarding pain management and treatment. I will provide this quick tap survey app to my patients who are taking opioid for pain management. Using this app to track patient satisfaction by ask for feedback after taking opioid and how often they are taking opioid on a daily basis. Patient will record their pain level, where is the pain, and how much opioid they take in this app. If the patient takes more than the therapeutic dose, the app will alert the patient, and the patient will receive alert also. Therefore, this way, the provider will monitor patient daily condition. If the patient takes more than prescribed, the provider will provide education to the patients on the next office visit. Since opioids are not for long-term use, I will give some alternative pain management to my patients if they are at risk for addiction and overuse. Conclusion: problem the innovation project solved. Background of the problem: technology mobile app. Collaborator of the proposal: innovation solution. And this is my reference. Thank you for listening for my proposal video.